that we're trying to educate you all and let you all know there's a lot of things you all can grow which is available in the kitchen. You know, the seeds in the kitchen, there are stems in your fridge which all can be regrown. Last time we grew some mint and sweet potatoes all from the fridge. We did not go to any nursery. We could not buy any containers. Okay. There's the basil leaves, basil stem, and the thyme. These are herbs which are available pretty much, you know, when you're cooking some pesto sauces with basil, and thyme is for a lot of drinks and herbs. So the whole idea of this is the same, that you all need to first remove the bottom leaves. So if you all can see the stem, there are some leaves at the bottom, right? And there are leaves at the top. What you need to do is gently pluck the leaves at the bottom. Okay, you got to pluck it, remove it gently, do not damage the stem. It's the same for basil, it's the same for thyme, it's the same for mint. Okay, so all you need to do is remove the bottom leaves. You can see it here. I'm done with the first one. Just leave some couple top leaves on the top. Okay. If there are these really big ones, you can choose to remove those as well. If they're damaged, if they're black already, you can choose to remove them. It's fine. Just remove the bottom leaves. The reason why we're removing the bottom leaves is that we're trying to make the stem, there is life in the stem. Okay. We're trying to divert the energy upwards so that there can be new leaves and new plants on top. But typically you can, if you go to any department, any store, vegetable store, you will be able to get these. So I'm doing this with the thyme now. Okay, thyme is very common. You get it in a gucha like this. Okay, you can, if it's multiple in one, what you need to do, make it individual stems. Okay, make sure it's not too woody. Woody means it's not too brown. Okay, it needs to be a little bit soft. That's what I'm doing here. No, there won't be any roots on this. So if you can see, there aren't any roots in this. All I'm doing is removing the bottom leaves. So you won't get roots. So in the basil also, there aren't any roots. If you can see, there aren't any roots in the basil, right? It's just, and neither in the thyme, okay? All you need to do is, if you go, whenever you get it today, I know, understand it's lockdown. That's why we are doing this. You know, I've stopped buying mint after growing it, and the same thing with basil, and the same thing with thyme. So you can do this with oregano, rosemary, sage, lavender. It's all the same. All the herbs are the same. In fact, many plants are the same technique as well. Okay. Right. So we got to try to use a big enough stem, and you've removed the bottom leaves. I hope you all have done that, whoever's doing it. And what we got to do is, there's a node at the bottom. So when you see the stem, there are these little things protruding out. They're called nodes. That's where the leaves will be growing from. Okay, whenever the new leaves come out, that's where they'll be growing from. So you got to go to the bottommost node, okay, and cut it at a diagonal, just at any slant. It doesn't have to be 45 degrees. The reason of this is so that there is more surface area, if you can, more surface area for the water to propagate through the plants. All right. So we've removed the bottom leaves, like we did here, like we've done with the thyme. Right? It's the same. We've removed the bottom leaves. We've left only the top, and we're cutting it at a 45-degree angle below this node. You can see the node, and below it, below the node, we're cutting it at a 45-degree angle. Okay. And the next step is really simple. Okay. Yes, I glass container. Asked her to get some container, right? Any empty container, it can be any type. Pour some water into it. Okay, that's about it. Doesn't need no water inside this. That's it, right? And you can do the same thing for the basil. Take the glass, pour some water, and place it below. You don't have to submerge the whole stem, just the bottom node. Anything, any container you want, your Amul, anything, any container, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'll show you what we did the last. So this was on the 7th was our session. We had planted mint, and what's going to happen in about 10 days time, if you notice, there's going to be roots that's going to come out of your basil and your thyme. Okay, And what you need to do is, once you've put this in water, you need to place this by a window and change the water every 2 to 3 days. So you need indirect sunlight, not not right outside in the sun. Something, where there's a window, anything outside the window is fine. Beside the window where there is light in the room by the sun, and change the water every 2 to 3 days. So what you're going to do is you're going to remove the stem, okay, throw the water out, pour new water, the same amount, and put this back in. And what's going to happen in about 10 days time, 14 days time, you're going to get roots like these. You all can see. And this is the mint, Riddhi, by the way, and whoever's there for the first session, this is the same one I planted with you all. And I want to show you all how these, so the nodes, I showed you all the nodes, and that's sort of where the new stems come out from. Okay, so this has grown really long, right? So whenever you got the roots ready, about 1 inch or 2 inches, right, Vanajanti? That's about it, 1 or 2 inches.
The roots grow well, not
Right,
just
so
one single root, then the survival chances are less.
you can see the roots over here. Can you see the number of roots in this? Right, so when the roots are good and thick, you can put this in a pot. Okay, this is, I've got a pot here, but you can use, again, any medium, any plastic container that you have. All you need is drainage holes at the bottom. Okay, you can put this with a knife or anything. You make holes, put some rocks, put some soil, and you transplant this thing into this. Space it out. Okay, and yeah, and then you water it every, say, 3 days, 4 days, depends on if the soil is wet. If the soil is moist, you don't have to water it, but if the soil is dry, you definitely put some water. And the reason that's what you need to do is basically do the finger test. Make sure that if it's moist, you don't have to water it. And that's, again, a general rule of most plants. Yes, there are specific plants that love more water, and you'll see them flowering only when they get more water. But I'm just telling you all some as basic rules. You all need to YouTube this. You all need to read more, understand the plant. And the whole idea is to show you the dough, of course, teach you all, but you all need to also understand and do more search, learn more about it, and get into the hobby of planting and gardening. But the basic rule is the same. You put it in a pot and you put the plant inside it. And what that will allow you to do is that you don't have to keep changing the water. The difference between water propagation and the soil propagation is that the water one, you need to keep throwing the water and changing the water every 2 to 3 days. And in this, you don't. All right?
Initially, if you have planted it today, then for at least 3-4 days, you keep it in semi-shade where you get indirect light, but not in direct sunlight. Once the plant has picked up, then you put it out in the sunlight. But now that the monsoons are setting in, watch out for heavy rain because the plant is not yet set in well. So you see that it's not under direct rain till it catches on.
There are a lot of newcomers, there are people who haven't planted. I want to make sure, or we want to make sure, Vanajanti and I and Enlightened Sapiens, that you all end up planting if you all even haven't planted. So the idea is to not scare off newcomers. So I'm going to quickly recap. Okay, so like I mentioned, we are doing basil and thyme, but the same thing applies to mint, rosemary, oregano, sage, other herbs. You said pothos, money plant, curry leaves, all the same. There are different soils, different things for those, but in general, the water propagation technique is still the same. So what we do is, like we said, we take the full stem, like you can see here and here. This is basil, this is thyme, and we remove the bottom leaves. So we remove the lower 2/3 leaves, and we cut at an angle below the node, correct? We put it in water, and in about 2 weeks or 21 days later, you can see the roots growing over here, right? Like the ones I showed you in my mint. Once the root grows, you can put this in a pot. The reason why we put it in a pot is so that you don't have to take as much care of it, because you may forget to change the water every 2 to 3 days, and then it starts smelling and it'll get rotten. Root rot is a serious problem in gardening. So have the drainage hole, fill it with soil. For now, you can fill it with your soil in your building. It's still, things are not open. So don't worry, you don't need vermicompost, compost, coco peat. Just use what you have. Develop your passion for this. You put a hole, put the plant, and you're done. And in about 35, 40 days, 50 days, you'll be able to sort of harvest it. Harvesting it is simple. Just from the top, you take a couple leaves down, and cut above the node. It's a difference, right? You're for harvesting, you cut above it. So like this is my mint over here. I would look at the topmost leaf. You can see, right? This is my topmost leaf, and just pinch off from the top, and that's about it. It's good practice to harvest herbs. It allows for more growth and more bushier growth. You know, it allows for it to grow evenly. So you can cut as much as 20% of your plant at one time, but never more than 20%. So that's the general rule. If I am. And possible issues and solutions, we discussed a lot of it already. I wanted to put this slide on the same thing. If it's getting black, you know, you can remove it. If it's wilting, it maybe you're overwatering it, or there's too much sunlight, or underwatering it. So identify the issues, or it's not getting enough sunlight. So I try to identify the issues, try to change things up. Of course, you can ask us if there are any issues, and we'll try to help you out as much as we can. We are not experts. This is just my passion and my hobby, and I'm just sharing what works for me. You know, I'm not an expert. I've not done my master's or science in gardening, I just want I want a world where there are more people planting plants. So that's about it.